Welcome, young scientists. Today, we're diving into a super special explainer all about an absolutely amazing biological process called metamorphosis. And to do this, we'll be studying a very famous specimen, a very hungry caterpillar. We're going to look closely at the data and track exactly how a tiny organism gathers the immense energy it needs to completely transform its body. So grab your field notebooks because this is going to be fascinating. Here's our scientific observation plan for today. First, the tiny egg. Then, our energy consumption data log. Third, the cause and effect of a major stomach ache. Next up, the pupa phase, or cocoon. And finally, metamorphosis into a beautiful butterfly. All right, phase 1 observation, the tiny egg. So our study actually begins at night. The official field record notes, in the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. We're observing the specimen's starting environment right here. It's completely still, just resting safely under the moonlight. And you know, this leaf is absolutely crucial because a baby bug's environment usually has exactly what it needs to survive those very first days of life. And wow, this brilliantly illustrates the exact moment of hatching. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop. The environment is totally key here. That warm sun, it acts like a giant biological alarm clock. It gives off the heat and energy needed to wake up our little egg, leading to emergence. Out comes our specimen. Let's just compare his tiny starting size to his massive immediate goal. He emerges incredibly hungry. Instantly, his biological drive just kicks right in. He must search for food. In the animal kingdom, this is mission control. He needs fuel to start the massive, energy-intensive process of metamorphosis. Moving right along to phase 2 of our data log, energy consumption. Now, if you look at our data log, it shows a steady increase in food volume from Monday all the way to Friday. Check out this progression. Monday, he ate through 1 apple. Tuesday, 2 pears. But our data reveals a wild, recurring result across the board. He was still hungry. The organism's demand for calories right now is just absolutely enormous because, well, he's preparing for a massive physical change. Mapping out his consumption for the rest of the week reveals an unbelievable upward trend. By Wednesday, he's consuming 3 whole plums. Thursday jumps up to 4 strawberries. And Friday? Friday hits 5 oranges. The numbers just keep climbing. The volume of food increases steadily day by day as he gathers more and more energy to grow. Step 3. Cause and effect. Stomachache. Okay, so this massive list of food items from Saturday, it was a huge, huge change from his natural fruit diet. Just look at this crazy data set. 1 piece of chocolate cake, an ice cream cone, a pickle, Swiss cheese, salami, a lollipop, cherry pie, sausage, a cupcake, and a slice of watermelon. No way. We've literally introduced processed human junk food into a tiny bug's digestive system. Talk about a wild diet. And well, here's the predictable scientific effect. That night, he had a massive stomach ache. Eating all that cake, meat, and candy totally shocked his system. I mean, a caterpillar's tummy simply isn't equipped to break down human treats all at once like that. Every action in biology has a reaction, right? To fix this incredibly upset stomach, our specimen instinctively knew exactly what to do. Step 1, the next day was Sunday again. Step 2, he went right back to his natural healthy diet, eating through 1 nice green leaf. And step 3, the result? He felt much, much better. By returning to his natural habitat, that very same leaf environment where he was born, he completely restored his health. Phase 4, the pupa phase, also known as the cocoon. By comparing his previous state to his current state, we're seeing a dramatic physical shift. He is definitely no longer the little caterpillar who was very hungry. Nope, he has successfully stored up all the energy he needs for the next phase. Now he's a big, fat caterpillar who isn't hungry anymore. His energy-gathering mission is 100% complete. So, because he's packed full of energy, he is finally ready to pupate. He builds what the text defines as a cocoon, basically a small house built around himself. In scientific terms, this creates a safe, completely isolated and protected environment where his entire body can reorganize and transform. It's like an incredible biological shield. Now, you might be wondering, how long does this resting biological process actually take? Well, our data shows he stays inside for more than 2 weeks. It requires immense patience and time for nature to literally reorganize a caterpillar's body into something entirely new. For 14 plus days, that tiny house holds a massive scientific miracle. Which brings us to phase 5, metamorphosis, beautiful butterfly. The emergence procedure actually has 2 clear documented steps. First, he nibbles a hole in the cocoon. Second, he uses his newly formed strength to push his way out. And this physical struggle is absolutely essential. Pushing out of the cocoon is what forces fluid into his new wings so they can fully expand and function. And here is our astonishing conclusion. The metamorphosis is complete. Our tiny, hungry specimen has officially transformed into a beautiful butterfly. All of those apples, pears, plums, and that one super vital green leaf provided the exact fuel he needed to pull off this incredible biological transformation. So that wraps up our explainer on this incredible life cycle. We've tracked the data all the way from a tiny egg to a beautiful butterfly. But it leaves me wondering, young scientists, what insect should we observe next? The natural world is just full of amazing life cycles waiting to be studied. Keep asking questions, keep making observations, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.